Hey guys, what's up? It's Nelia. Welcome back to my channel. And today I just wanted to do like a quick get ready with me discussing some things. For one, we're definitely going to discuss the new Fenty Beauty lipstick. This is her new brown shade called Unveil. As you can see, I still have it in the wrapping, so I'm super excited to try this out. And I wanted to do like a fall look to go with it, of course. And then we're going to be discussing the new movie out on Netflix called Nappily Ever After. Hopefully you guys seen it already. If you haven't, I wouldn't watch the rest of this till you've seen it, because we're definitely going to be doing some spoilers and just discussing our thoughts about it. So I definitely want you guys to interact with me down below, so make sure you comment throughout the video so we can really get this conversation started. Alright, let's go. Alright, so today I'm just going to do something that complements the Fenty Beauty Unveil lipstick. I know it's like a brown shade, and fall time is my time. Like all the fall colors like orange, brown, yellows, all that. That's my prime time. Like I'm excited. So getting the Fenty Beauty Unveil was like a no-brainer for me. I did my foundation and a little bit of contour. I'm not gonna list every single product as I'm doing it because it will be here all day, but I'll list the palettes I use down below. But just for a quickie there, I'm gonna try to use the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place, and of course my go-to, the Modern Renaissance. Maybe this ColourPop palette. It has tons of fall shades in there. Of course, my glow kit for highlights. So those are probably the main ones I'm gonna touch into today. So Nappily Ever After features Sanaya Lathan, and of course we all love Sanaya Lathan. I think she did a phenomenal job. I'm not gonna say, you know, she didn't, because she definitely did a phenomenal job. But you know, this movie had a few things I was like, I love movies. I don't bring that onto my channel because I think that's way too much content, but I love movies. If I could review a movie every week, I would. Like, I'm about to go see a movie tonight. Like, I just love going to the movies. I love watching movies. I love critiquing them. I love discussing them with friends. So I look deep into this movie, okay? The mom from Cheetah Girls is in there. I don't remember her name, so don't kill me. She's in there, and some British black guys in there as the doctor, and the main character of the owner of the hair salon. So I'm gonna call him Salon Bay and Dr. Bay, just so you know what I'm talking about. 4 segments in the movie. There's when she's relaxed, when she's blonde, when she's bald, and when her new growth, which is like her fro coming back. So just beginning with the movie, like the whole relaxed sequence I can relate to. Like when she was dodging from the steam coming out of the the dishwasher, like that was it. That's what I was like, yo, this is my movie. Like I could relate. Like I was dodging any form of humidity, like working out, doing dishes, walking outside, all that, like watching the clouds of the sky, and like, you sure it's not gonna rain? You sure? To see that was definitely relatable. The way she felt about the little girl in the shop. Again, if you haven't seen this, we're just gonna keep going, so make sure you've seen the movie. But when she was in the beauty shop, you know, after, you know, getting her hair wet and like trying to get her hair done last minute, and she saw the little girl, the Salon Bay's daughter, and the way she was talking about her, that part was so crazy to me. Like the way like the older generation thinks about natural hair and things like that. Like I haven't experienced it too much, but you know, when I was starting to go natural, the comments from older women at the church and stuff, you know, they did not understand it. Like for you to come out the house like that, oh no. Oh no, baby. Oh no. Just to see that again was like, wow, like, yo mama let you at the house like that, da 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 da. Like I felt that one. That one was painful. But anyhow, that part was also questionable to me, because like your daddy is over there, you know, blessing this woman's head with his homemade products, and your hair looking like that. Like, how he own a whole salon and ain't no one do this baby girl's hair? Now I'm not saying her hair, I mean, it was natural, it was pretty. Like I see some curls popping, but it was like all over, like not washed, like you know, shingled or nothing, you know, like it just looked a little unkept. So I was wondering about that, like why didn't the dad have someone do her hair? But whatever. To Sanaya Lathan and her Dr. Bay, the doctor said it felt like being on a date, the first date for 2 years. Like, you know, they're going back and forth and arguing because she wanted, you know, a ring, and she was expecting to get a ring and she didn't, and she was like, why didn't I get a ring? Which, I mean, I admit I would have been like that at the dinner, like, well, I don't know, dog. Anyway, so he was saying like, oh, it feels like we've been on the first date for 2 years. And I was like, how that her fault? Like, I mean, it's both of their faults, but how you gonna be with someone for 2 years and say you don't know them? Did you try to get to know her? Like, I didn't like that line too much. Like, he was already like, what? Like, 2 years, bro. Like, I don't know. So that part was a little annoying to me. Basically, we learned from that first part when she's relaxed that perfection to her is her straight hair, and if her hair isn't perfect, then she's not perfect, and her hair was basically who she was. So that's what we learned from the first part. Next, we can move on to Blonde. Her and the Dr. Bae broke up or whatever, so she's a little upset. And of course, when you're upset, you go out with your girls, apparently. So she decides to go blonde, which I didn't see that coming, but okay, so she's blonde now, and her friends are like telling her out loud, like, girl, you look crazy. She goes out with her girlfriends, she gets drunk, and she goes back to this white male's house, which that whole scene, I didn't really, I didn't feel like it was necessary. What do you guys think? I didn't feel like that scene was necessary. Like, we already know she falling apart. Like, I guess it was just to emphasize it, you know, movies. We want to emphasize that this girl's just falling apart. She got no man, her hair blonde, about to break off. Like, I guess that's what that was for. But she goes to this white male's house. I guess his race doesn't matter. So he goes to a male's house. She's hooking up with him and then leaves and gets in the car, and she's like, I'm gonna go see the Dr. Bae, because, you know, the Lyft driver gave her such great advice. So she goes to see the Dr. Bae at his job, and he's outside talking to some nurse bae. Excuse me, Dr. Bae, another one. The girl. He's talking to a girl, okay? He's like, what are you doing here? And he was like, she was like, you slept with her, didn't you? And he was like, we're over. Like, so from what I got from that scene was like, he has been cheating on her? Or, what, they broke up 2 days ago and you already slept with this new woman at your job? Either way, this dude is shady. And like, that was in the back of my head the whole movie. So keep that in your head. This dude was cheating on her or moved on super quick with this new bae. So basically she goes home drunk and decides to cut her hair, and you know, that scene was beautiful. It was probably the most moving part of the movie, honestly. The scene was real. She obviously, you know, if you don't know, Sanaa Lathan really did cut her hair for that movie, and I was watching interviews of her talking about it. You know, at first she didn't want to do it, but then she was like, you know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. That was really cool to see. And like, I've never experienced a big chop. I always wanted to, but you know, like Sanaa Lathan, my hair was me. Like, I was attached to it. Like, to see that was really cool. Like, I admire anyone who's done that. Like, that was liberating. So of course, you know, now we're in her bald stage. She's never experienced this. She's able to live. I feel like that's what I got from that. Like, she was able to live now. She had more time on her hands. She could breathe. This is when she starts hanging out with Salon Bae a little more, hanging out with her daughter, and that whole dynamic was really nice. That storyline about the daughter and the mother never coming to see her, that was interesting as well. So I do like how that was played out. Alright, so now we're in the new growth stage where I loved it. I thought she was figuring things out. She's living her life. She's actually like literally living her life and breathing in her family room, dancing and everything. And then lo and behold, so-and-so, Doc Bae still got a key. Didn't understand that. So Doc Bae had a key. He was getting the rest of his stuff unexpectedly without a phone call. They hook up. Like, he's just like, wow, I never seen you dance before, basically. Who is this? So they hook up, and in the next day, like that morning after the hookup, which she initiated, you know, so you know, I can't leave her out of that equation. But the next day when she wakes up and he wakes up, she's in the kitchen making dinner or breakfast, and he's like, no, let me make breakfast. And he decides to propose to her with an onion ring. Let me just state, I think that proposal was cute. You know, it was unexpected, blah, blah, blah. But that way, them two don't need to get married. I feel like after the scene where they hook up and the rest of the movie was completely rushed. It was like everything happened literally in 10 minutes. Like, I was looking at the time lapse on Netflix, and I was like, there's only about 20 or so minutes left in this movie, 15 or so minutes, and everything. I'm like, what's about to happen? I know this movie ain't about to end with her getting back with Doc Bay. I guess that's a movie, right? Like, I guess that's what happens. Let's refresh. This man cheated or moved on very quickly, sweetheart. I just feel like if he was so fast to cheat or to move on so fast, he ain't all that in the bag of chips. I feel like she was growing, but she, of course, there's always that like lingering back section that you gotta learn, that you also, that's just time. You need more time. She still wasn't over that part of her life. Like, it was still lingering back here, and of course, it was in her phrase. She went for it. She had more confidence now too, so. For some reason she says yes, don't understand that. And I also didn't understand why he proposed. Like, you said you didn't know this girl and you've been with her for 2 years, and you said you didn't know her, so all of a sudden you know her in a day. You learned, not even a whole day, like a half a day, like a night. Movies, I guess, right? I can't talk when I have my eyeliner on. Okay, I'm back with eyeliner. So anyway, so I feel like the whole rest of the movie, like I said, was rushed after her dancing in the living room. And okay, so now they're planning the wedding, and for some reason she invited the Salambe's daughter to the wedding, which I don't know how I feel about that. That was a little weird. I didn't see the point of her being there. I didn't see why she had to be there. Like, basically all is going well until the day of their engagement party, I want to say, and he asked her, you know, this is the first time you're meeting my parents, and he's like, I need things to be perfect, so I need you to straighten your hair. And she's like, oh, okay. And like the scene of her getting her natural hair straightened, and like you feel the pain, like she's like, oh my god, this heat damage. Like, that's how it be, man. That's how it is. So anyway, so for some reason he felt like she wasn't perfect once her hair was straight, which, wow. They're at the engagement party, and she just like, I don't want to wear these shoes anymore, which no one really touches on, but like that was real too. Like, it wasn't just her hair. She just didn't like that whole image. Like, she was over not being comfortable, not being able to be herself, you know, being her mom, basically being what her mom wanted her to be. So she just sits upstairs with her shoes, and she's like, I don't wear these shoes anymore. And they're like, okay. And then she's like, I don't want to wear this hair anymore, basically. And goes and jumps in the pool. And this was unrealistic for me, because then everybody else in the party jumped in the pool. Movies, whatever. This all happens in like 10 minutes. Like, it was just such a fast movie after that. I also didn't understand why the mom and the dad hooked back together. Like, she's like, after all you put me through? He doesn't say nothing but kiss her, and I was like, after all you put her through? Like, what? Fast forward to, I don't know how many months later, but she has some new growth now. She quit her job. Thank goodness, because that was making me mad. Like, I thought the commercial she described was beautiful. But anyways, so she quit her job, and now she works for a black firm, I want to say. And she's selling Salambe's homemade products, which apparently are edible and amazing. Like, you know, you all wanted some of them products after seeing that movie. And it ends with her and him kind of like, yeah, okay, like, you know, flirting and whatnot, and just walking off, not even together, just her walking off into the sunset on her own, which, though the movie was rushed, I actually did like that ending. I liked how she didn't get back with him immediately. I'm glad she didn't marry Doc Bay. So I'm kind of glad that it happened that way. Like, it wasn't, I know some people are kind of like, that's it? Like, she's not gonna go back running to Salambe's arms? No, she needs to be by herself. This girl needs to be by herself. The rush to get married and all that was another thing put on by her mom, I feel like. You know, like, even with this day and age, and even my generation, like, this whole marriage thing, you know, just doing things because you think it's that time. Like, all right, well, it's that time, I'm supposed to get married, I'm supposed to do this, you don't want to get into any situation that you're not ready for, you know? You haven't even discovered yourself, so how are you supposed to give yourself to something? Like, she just had a lot of her own time that she needed. Like, I liked that ending. So yeah, all in all to say, I did enjoy that movie. Let me finish my makeup real quick. Okay, so I'm done with my makeup. I put on some lashes. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed that movie, let me know down below if you also felt like parts were rushed, some plots were a little like, eh. Let me know down below what you guys think. I definitely would watch it again. I thought it was cute, so. It was a good Netflix movie. Let's get into this lipstick. So this is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Unveil Lip. Is it a lipstick she's calling it? Lip paint. So it's part of the Stunna Lip Paint collection. This is the Unveil one, which is the brown one, I'm assuming. So pretty bottle. So that's super cute. Okay, here's the applicator. Hopefully you guys can see that. Nothing spectacular. Ooh, I might need a lip liner. Let me go line my lips first. I'm gonna line it with this NYX lip pencil in the color Nutmeg. I would do the MAC Chestnut, but I can't find it, so. All right, so let's get into it. Oh, wow, okay. This is brown. I think I actually needed a liner because the applicator is very good at putting it where it needs to go. So you don't need a liner, I don't think. I'm literally covering up my liner. So it's drying, which is why I'm trying not to talk too much. But this is dark. I do want to compare it to my favorite brown lipstick at the moment, which is, well, if this one acts right, it'll be this one, but I want to compare it to the Limbo by ColourPop, which is my favorite matte brown lipstick. So let's just put them side by side in my hand. My favorite. And here's Unveil. Okay, so here are the two side by side. Unveil, Limbo. Honestly, Unveil's a little lighter, but the textures are very similar. I don't know, so if you're looking for a dupe for Unveil, which is $25, Limbo isn't bad. Cause that's what I thought when I saw it on people. I was like, that Limbo? I'm gonna say Limbo might be a dupe for Fenty Unveil, but I don't know. Someone else will probably come up with this theory later. So this is Unveil. It's definitely, okay, it's matte now. It takes a minute to dry, but it's pretty. I like it. All right, guys, this is it for this video. Super long, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for hanging out with me. Leave your comments down below about Nappily Ever After. What are your thoughts about it? And if you're gonna try this lipstick, let me know if you guys like it. I like it. So far, so good. So, all right, so I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Give me a like if you liked it, and subscribe. Join the family if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.